Ciao ragazzi, oggi impariamo il sì impersonale, the impersonal sì. We in Italy use this when we don't really have a subject, and it's something that refers to people in general, usually people in a category. So I don't know, like Italians eat a lot of pasta. You could also say it in English, but it sounds a bit weird. It's like one eats a lot of pasta in Italy. Now, in English, that's a form that you don't use very much. In Italy, we like to make our sentences neutral and use the impersonal sì. So, for example, in Italia si mangia bene. In Messico si parla spagnolo. A New York si parlano molte lingue. So, these are, in general, the use of the sì is for common knowledge. So, si sa che, one knows that. Si capisce che, one understands that, and then you can continue the sentence. Or it's a form of passive. In general, the main use is just impersonal, which goes very well with common knowledge. So, for example, si può usare il telefono? Can one use the phone? So, can the phone be used? In that case, it almost be like a passive. But how do we do this, I guess, is the question. You will put the si in front of the verb, just like I showed you before, for example. In Italia si mangia tanta pasta. Okay, so you will put the si in front of the verb, so it's going to look a lot like a reflexive because you're used to seeing the si with a reflexive. This is different. And then you conjugate the verb. Now, the tricky thing is, if you don't have a subject because it's impersonal, what do you match the verb to? So you might be getting an idea here, but mangia goes with pasta, with what follows. Va bene? So this could be in the future, in the past, whatever you need. This conjugates in all the tenses that will be necessary. And you will use the third person singular of the verb when you have a singular noun, a verb, because you can't count a verb. So if you have si deve mangiare, so if your second verb will have to be at the infinitive. If you have an adverb, self-standing. If you have a preposition, or anything basically that you can't count. So the only time in which you will have the verb conjugated, third person plural, that would be of any tense, is with plural nouns. Sometimes they can be described with an adverb or an adjective. So, in Italia si mangiano tante pastine. I can think of anything else. Va bene? So, one more thing so that's pretty much it. The only thing I wanted to add was that it could be that you might also need to have, if you have a reflexive verb, you are stuck with si, which sounds awful. So now you're going to end up with ci si. Okay? So ci si lavano I denti ogni mattina. Lavare goes with denti, so it's plural in this example. And ci si lavano I denti ogni mattina. That's it for the impersonal si. It's not too bad. It's just sometimes we forget to use it because you don't use it so much in your own language.